Hi, Les from Retiring and Living the Dream, and today's video is going to be about making the best use of what solar power you've got. Now, I've got a very small solar array here. It's two 80-watt panels, and I've got an emergency backup system. So for anybody that's watched the video before, you can see what I've done with the emergency backup system. And this is the cabinet that actually holds everything in it. And we've got a 100 amp hour 12 volt battery with a 1000 watt inverter. Now that gives us the mains power 220 volts for the fans inside the house and things like that. And I've got a charge controller which charges the battery up. And what I've got here also is a controllable system that operates the 12 volt lights. Now, again, what I've done, I've tried to make the best use of what we've got. And by, I like solar. I like solar very much. So there are our solar panels. So there's our solar panels, which gives us, they're in the best place of our house for getting the sun from about 10 o'clock in the morning until like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And what this does is that I put some lights around the house. These are all 12 watt bulbs, and they come on the night time for 11 hours during the night, and it just, you'll see a picture of later on as to how bright they are for a 12 volt light. 5 watts. It's quite impressive. So why have I put these in? As a backup really, because we've got lots of solar lights anyway here. These are over 2 years old now, and they go strong, and they're a good light for about 8 to 10 hours, and then they start to fade. And what we've got at the side of the house as well, there's another couple of solar lights. So these have been going well for a couple of years, but come like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and they've been on since 6 o'clock or so on the night time, they start going a bit faded. So what we wanted to do, because we go away on holiday quite a lot, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning things start to go a little bit dark. So by putting this backup system, and we're allowed to use at least 50% of the charge, so we've got 600 watt hours to use, and these are only 5 watt bulbs, so in total there's 30 watts worth of bulbs, and they'll give us 11 hours no problem with the battery that we've got. And the panels will charge the battery up very quickly the following day. So basically it uses the battery as well, and the system that we've got will also be handy for if we need to use the fan inside the house. Because what I've done inside the house, I've put sockets. So the black socket there, so we can operate this fan, and we've got another socket in the bedroom so we can put a fan in there also. And basically what I've done is put another socket there. Now the black socket that I put in the house, that operates the 220 volt system through the inverter from the battery. And the whole idea for this is that if we get a brownout, we can actually use the electricity for the TV, for the Wi-Fi, and for a fan. And that will give us a number of hours for, keeping cool. And when the electricity goes off, you'd pay anything to be able to keep cool. So what we're going to do is, when we go away on holiday, we're going to have all of the lights on throughout the whole house, and they're on for 11 hours. Yeah, so if the lights are on for 11 hours at 30 watts, 330 watts, so that's like half of the capacity, and that lights up the whole house. So my wife's happy with that because of security. It lights the front and the back, and you'll see the effect of all the lights being on, which is good. Also what we're going to do is because when we live in here, we're in the house all the time anyway, so what we're going to do is the lights will come on from 6 o'clock, and then at 3 o'clock I'm going to put this other device in here, so that will fit in there. At the minute I've just got a little switch in there, but that's going to go in there, and that'll switch the rest of the lights on. So from 3 o'clock in the morning, the other 3 lights will come on at the other side of the house when the solar panel lights start to fade. So therefore giving us ample lighting around the house, because these they don't last for 11 hours. They're a good 6 to 8 hours at the minute. So we're happy at 6 to 8 hours, and then at 3 o'clock in the morning the other lights will come on. So the idea is that we'll have enough power in the battery to provide the fan for a number of hours. So now if we just have one fan, that works out at 45 watts. So we could have the fan on for 10 hours, and that's 450 watts, plus 165 watts if we have 3 of the lights on around the house. So therefore that still gives us just a little bit over 600 watt hours. And that's sort of making the best use of the equipment that we've actually got. And it's not very often that the electricity goes off, but if you've got a fan, you know, for 4 or 5 hours, then that's 4 or 5 hours of emergency backup power. So for this little system, which was about 10,000 baht in total, it's a great little solar backup system. So let's have a look at our house now that I've done all the solar lighting. And the beauty of this is that it's all for free. Well, once you've paid for all the solar panels and things like that anyway. So this is our house with all the solar lights on. Now I'll show you the extra ones that I put on, but these ones I've had up for a couple of years now. Now these only last for about 8 to 10 hours, and then they go dim. And these ones here, this one and that one over there, then with the 2 new ones that I put in, and then that one over there I'll put a new in. So as you can see, it's pretty late on our veranda. And the reason why we do this, because we have friends out here who come round for a drink or so. And again, that's another new one that I've just put on. And these are 5 watt 12 volt 5 watt bulbs. And at the side of the house, we've got them all the way down the side of the house. But as you can see in the corners, this is how dark it is. So this is how dark it is without any lights. And then we turn it around, and as you can see, our house is pretty well lit up. And we like it like, I mean, Ploy's scared of the dark anyway, so we just got some extra lights. And it's just nice that we can sit out here on the evening once all the mosquitoes have gone, and it's pretty well lit up. And also it acts as security as well, because the lights are shining on the car. And what we've got here, we've got CCTV cameras here anyway, but as I say, this lights up this area. It also lights up where the Samlaw and the motorbike is. Then at the back of the house we've got some more lighting. I've got the garden equipment there, and I've got the main battery box there. So this has got all the battery in that operates all the lights. So 100 amp hour battery, and I've got an inverter, so if we have a power outage, we can switch this on, and we've got fans inside the house and TV and the internet. And there's a 12 volt timer, so the lights come on at 7 o'clock on the evening and goes off at 6 o'clock in the morning. So, and like this big light here, that's 2 years and it's still going strong with regard to the solar panels, little solar panels, and the 65 watt light. Been going for 2 years, and we get a good 10 hours out of these ones here. And they say I like them because they light up the whole area as well, and they've been going strong for 2 years. And it's a good 10 hours, and then it starts to dim. But the idea is these ones here, because it comes off the 100 amp hour battery, They're only 5 watts. They stay on the whole of the night. So that's our solar extra work that we've been putting on. And if you have a look at one of our neighbours' houses just out the back of us, how many lights have they got on? Lots and lots of lights. So what do you think? Was it worth it putting the extra solar lights in? Wasn't an expensive job, wasn't a difficult job to do, but as far as making the house concerned, I mean, that's how dark it is over the road with just the 2 lights on the house. So you probably see this house now from the space station. Anyway, it makes my wife happy because she's scared of the dark, and it makes our house more secure as well. So leave your comments down below, tell me what you think, and if anybody wants any advice on it, I'm no expert on solar panel, but I was an electrician in the UK, and I just love playing around with solar power, and I think the system works. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. So from Les, retired and living the dream, till the next video, bye for now.